Hello, it's Brian from Tavaran Games with another update on Dungeon Maker. So the first thing you'll see here, and the biggest announcement, is I am bringing Dungeon Maker to Steam. It's why this video is a couple days later than I would usually release it. I was waiting on Steam approval to get the game out there, and they've given approval, so it should be released in a couple weeks as early access. It's early access because I do plan on adding more features and lots more items that can be placed onto the maps. But for now, check it out. If you're interested in Dungeon Maker, please add it to your wish list. It'll be $10 US when it comes out. Of course, the price will vary based on your country. Steam does that automatically. But yeah, please add it to your wish list if you're interested and get playing with me. And you'll also be able to give feedback on changes you want to see made and features you would like to see added. So hopefully I will be able to do that with you. All right, and now on to the changes to the program itself. So I have it running here. I've added a few features. Making the Steam assets and that did take up a fair bit of the time, but we have a little to talk about. So if I go into the edit campaign, let's just grab this one, and we go into the edit campaign map. It'll take a second to load. And you probably saw in that trailer, the first thing is Coastlines. So for the campaign maps, I've added in these coastlines. There's 14 different coastlines you can place with different shapes. They all interlock perfectly, so you can place any one next to the other just as long as you rotate them correctly. Now, as with the items in the regular map maker, I put these on a grid system so that they do indeed interlock. So let's say we wanted to put a point at the end of that tip, and if we wanted to make it look like that one, it would be something like that. And we can get a different shape to the tip of that peninsula. We can flip that around, do that. These are also placed much like tile or walls and floors in the map maker. So I added in the ability to drag and place multiple ones, so you can do that for any shape of the coastline. That looks a little strange with the curves. Let's do it with a straight coastline, and we can get that. So the grid system as well, I applied to the rivers. Now I made the rivers look a little bit different just to match the color of the coastline and have a bit nicer of a shape than the old ones. But yeah, I've made it so that the rivers and road now also lock to the grid, and they correctly replace each other and they stack right. So rivers will always be under roads. They delete each other when you try to place a different one on top. So they act more like the items in the map maker now, unlike the icons, which still can be placed anywhere. They're not stuck on the grid, and you can place them like right next to each other. Another thing I did is I went through and I sort of fixed up the erasing colliders so that you don't accidentally erase things till you get close to them. I was having a lot of things while playtesting where I would try to erase something, and because the colliding boxes for, say, the mountains went fairly well above them, I'd be erasing them and wondering, what the hell, why is that erasing? But yeah, we have that. The other thing is when you click over here, it won't place down the item accidentally. I had to add in a box collider that disables your ability to place items when you're over here, over this menu, because what I was finding is when I would go over and click to select something else, if I was between them, it would, like here, where neither selected, it would then place the item, and you come over and suddenly, oh, there's an item there I didn't intend to place. So I fixed that. We also have some coniferous trees now. The roads still look the same, but yeah, we have that. And then the other thing you will notice, and this is true of both the campaign map and the regular maps, is we have this object count button here that gives you a maximum of 7,000. So I did some network testing using my laptop and my building's separate Wi-Fi network, and I found that once you get to 7,500 items, the scenes would no longer load. The new map data wasn't properly syncing, but at 7,000 items placed on the map, it synced just fine. So I put in an object limit of 7,000 for any individual map or campaign map. So of course, if you've got a big encounter, like you have a big epic sweeping city you want to build, you can just build it in parts. But to give you an idea, like this is not even 600 items placed on the map, and we already have a fairly expansive island and campaign map here. If we exit and we go to, say, here's a bigger map I've been working on, it takes a little bit longer to load because it does have more items on it. Let's just let that go. Oh, wow. It is taking a long time to load. There we go. I don't know why that took so long. Like this map, which you can see has a lot of items. It's pretty expansive. I can plan more. Is not even 3,000 items yet. So the 7,000 item limit is not going to kill you. You're going to be able to build quite large maps. And then that will still be able to transfer to all the players. I still should do some network testing with friends who live internationally in that to just make sure the map data is able to sync to them, no trouble. And yeah, that is my update for the last little bit. Getting this onto Steam definitely took quite a lot of the time, so not as much development done. Oh, actually, I apologize. I do have a bunch more beds, which now come in a submenu, and a bunch of tables, which now have submenus. So we have submenus for items where I have a lot of them. And then, yeah, just some more decorations and stuff. We've got some more food, some skeletons, candelabras, I think, were last time. But yeah, we've got lots of new items, lots of fun stuff. So anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please be sure to check out Dungeon Maker on Steam and wishlist it if you are interested in this application. And in a couple weeks, you'll be able to start playtesting it with me. Have a good one.